What is up? Today is January 4th, 2020. We out here. I'm with my man Jordansky.
What's going on?
I'm with my man Tezarina.
What up?
Yes, and I am Blaze Jays. We here talking about a bunch of different stuff in the sports world. NFL playoffs was going on today. Motherfucking what's their names? The Texans beat the Bills. Thank goodness. In overtime. I was pretty psyched about that. And then the best news of the motherfucking day just happened. And the Patriots just went down to the Titans. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. You said you knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, I put money on it.
Hey, I knew it was going to happen too. I bet a little bit of money on it myself, man. What you think? What you think about the NFL playoffs today?
I'm glad they got him out there.
Yes. I'm glad the motherfucking Patriots went down. These motherfuckers is donezo. No more New England, or at least no more this year. And what y'all think about the Patriots' future? Do you think that Tom Brady retires?
Oh, Tom Brady's done with the Patriots. I don't think he's going to retire. Yeah. I think he's going to go to a different team.
Why would he do that?
Projected, they were saying the Chargers maybe. He could replace Philip Rivers.
I heard other people saying that, but I think Tom Brady is out of there.
I think Bill Belichick is leaving the Patriots too.
Bill Belichick's leaving the Patriots.
I think it's done. I think his time is over. I think he's going to move on now. I think this was the game right here. I think if they would have won this game, Belichick would have stayed, Tom Brady would have stayed, but since they lost this game, out. I think they both going to escape. It's going to be like it's going to be like I know it's going to happen. No,
it's one or the other.
I think that they both. I don't even want to ever. I think both of them going to leave. I think Belichick's going to retire. And I think Brady's going to leave.
Nah, go ahead. Say what you was about to say. I'll add my conjecture.
I have no clue what Belichick would do. I honestly think he would stay. But with Tom Brady, I think he's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you go to... If Philip Rivers... to me, no funny, I think Philip Rivers is a better quarterback than Tom Brady as far as passing yards, accuracy, just...
Right now? Maybe right now, maybe not all the time.
Maybe not all the time, but I'm just saying as far as precision, being precise, like, Philip Rivers is a great quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Philip Rivers is a dog. I remember Philip Rivers playing with a fucked up leg, and he was in that bitch with a cast on, still playing that motherfucker.
Philip Rivers is a beast. Tom Brady at his age now, filling in for the Chargers. I don't. Their line is some trash. Like they can't even protect Philip Rivers. How they gonna protect Tom Brady?
And you know what's crazy? What I think Philip Rivers is in our generation. Philip Rivers in our generation is Jim Kelly.
I thought you was gonna say Don Marino. I was gonna say no
Dan Marino. That's Jordan's man.
He ain't DM13. Nobody's DM13. DM13 is the greatest.
Pittsburgh.
DM13 is the greatest quarterback without a Super Bowl.
100%.
And nobody can take that from him. That's my man's 100 grand, no matter what. The best quarterback, and in my opinion, the greatest quarterback without a Super Bowl ring in NFL history. And you know what? I still think that Philip Rivers is Jim Kelly of our generation. He's always had good teams, but they haven't been able to reach the threshold.
I think he's better than Jim Kelly.
I don't think he's better than Jim Kelly, though.
I do.
Dan Marino?
Nah, we talking about
Philip Rivers.
Yeah.
Philip Rivers?
I think Philip Rivers is better than Jim Kelly.
I don't think so.
Ooh.
I do.
I don't know, man.
That's
tough, Ted. That's tough.
That's tough. That is tough.
Jim Kelly went to 4 straight Super Bowls, though.
I mean, basically,
he did play on a better team, but then again, Philip Rivers had the squad. Like
he went to the
AFC
championship. No, has he? Maybe like one or two.
I think he's been to an AFC championship.
Yeah, maybe like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I think he lost against the Colts. I think they went like twice.
Yeah. I'm not. That's probably true. We'd have to probably fact check that and everything. But Philip Rivers is a beast ass quarterback. Don't get me wrong, but I think he's a free agent at the end of the season, and so I was hearing that potentially Tom Brady could go to the Chargers and replace Philip Rivers. Nah, listen, I'm actually taking a different stand. I think that Tom Brady, between Belichick and Brady, I think that Tom Brady leaves. If anything, Belichick ain't going nowhere. They ain't gonna fire. They ain't gonna fire Belichick.
I agree.
Because the thing is they already messed up letting Garoppolo go. You feel me? They messed up because that was supposed to be the heir apparent to Tom Brady. And when Belichick didn't get his way, I feel like Kraft owes Belichick a favor to, I mean, it's about that time. Tom Brady gonna be a free agent. Just let him walk, man. For real, he should probably retire. I mean, that's my honest opinion. I don't know how y'all feel, but I think he needs to just.
I think he'll retire.
It's time to call it a career. You feel me? Like, motherfucker got 6 rings. Bruh, if you got 6 rings, bruh, and you just ended the way y'all did at home.
And you 41 years old.
42.
42.
Yes.
Like,
and just lost to the Titans. Ryan Tannehill and the Titans.
Nah, but the Titans got a pretty good team. They got Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry is a beast. So
yeah,
I
like
can't fake like Titans are trash, but the dynasty is over.
It's over. It's done. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. It's like he's fighting George Foreman and you know what I'm saying. What's his name? Making the call. What was his name? What was his name? The announcer. I forget his name.
So to be real, Phillip Rivers' best season was 11-5. They was first in the AFC West.
They did go like 14-2 with Marty Schottenheimer, didn't they?
Yeah, but he lost the
that was young.
championship game at 12-21 to the Patriots. That was the last time he ever got to the AFC Championship game. And that's
But how many times did he go?
He only went. That was the only time he went.
The only one.
So they only went once. Okay.
07 was the only time.
I thought they went against the Colts too. I thought they went against the Colts.
They lost to the Colts in like 08
But
or
I
09.
thought that was in the AFC Championship.
Nah. Because the Colts only went to the bowl.
They went to the Colts
they
They beat the Colts in the wild card in 08, and they lost to the Steelers in the divisional game.
Okay.
In 08 as well. So I mean, his postseason record isn't that good, but at the same time, I still think that he is he's a good quarterback.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Nah, he's a good quarterback. I think Phillip Rivers is a good quarterback. If Phillip Rivers has the intangibles around him, I think he can lead a team I think he can do a good job with a team.
But I think the Chargers honestly was like one of the best teams that never got there. Like they were always a decent team or a good team. Like
they just never could make that.
Yeah, it could. But the AFC is a hard conference. If they was in the NFC, it would be a whole different ball.
Maybe they would have. But see, the Patriots have dominated the AFC though. Like, I don't know. I mean, I think that's the.
It's coaching, man, and it's like, you gotta think about it. Like, I see a lot of talent everywhere. Like I watch high school games, and even on high school games, I'll see more talent on one side than the other side. But it's at the end of the day, it's all about coaching. Like if it's you got to know your players and you got to know what to do with your players. That's the key.
Right. No,
and New England got that down pat. I mean, they cheat a little bit, but hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah. No, I definitely feels you. Man. The Patriots are man, they some cheating ass motherfuckers, but hey, they get away with it, you know what I'm saying? And they was doing the Spygate too, but hey, it didn't work. It didn't work this year. It's over. It's done. They donezo. Patriots, the dynasty's ended, and I mean, if Tom Brady doesn't retire, he'll probably have to go to a new team. You feel me? I just don't see him and Belichick coexisting anymore. I don't think that I think the relationship is over. For them to lose at home to Ryan Tannehill and the Titans, and I hate to keep stressing that because they
say they lost at home to Derrick Henry and the fucking Titans. I'm just being real.
Hey, I feel you, Derrick Henry and the Titans.
Nah, they wasn't at home. New England wasn't.
I mean, New England was at home.
Nah.
Yes, they were.
Tennessee. They won the division.
Bruh, but New England had a better record.
New England was at.
They was not at home. You gotta think about it.
It wasn't Foxborough. Titans.
Oh shit.
Titans versus Patriots. Yes.
Derrick Henry had 182 yards. It's Ryan Tannehill 72 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Okay. Derrick Henry had 1 touchdown. It was Derrick Henry that fucking put them in that position.
I don't know why I thought Tennessee was at home. I guess that's why I felt like they was gonna win because they was at
Hey,
Tennessee was at
hey,
home.
Man. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, that's how.
Hey.
That's how it goes.
I should have goddamn went to Delaware and put some money on that shit.
Hey, man, I'm motherfucking psyched. I am so happy. I am so happy that motherfucking the Titans just won. It was so beautiful.
I think we all.
Hey, I think we're all, everybody, the whole America's happy. You know what I'm saying? And that was Howard Cosell who made the call. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Because it was such a shocker because Frazier had beaten Ali. And for the fact that George Foreman kind of beat the fuck out of Joe Frazier the way he did, knocked him out second round, it was so big. And so that's where Howard Cosell's call came in.
Man, I can't wait till I didn't mean to cut John off.
Nah, you good.
Off, but I can't wait till we get into the show and we talk about boxing because you know what? There's a lot of shit going on in boxing right now that just makes my stomach turn. And number one goes with AJ and Eddie Hearns, and they are just making me sick my stomach.
What happened?
Because it's one thing that I respect Deontay Wilder for, and I respect Andy Ruiz for when Andy Ruiz had all the belts was them trying to get unification. Now with Anthony Joshua coming out saying that if he was to fight Deontay Wilder, he would get him out in 6 rounds. Don't think that's going to happen.
Why didn't you knock Ruiz out?
That's what I'm saying. That's not going to happen. So number 2 is because now they're talking about mandatory fights. Anthony Joshua is now saying that if he has to vacate a belt, he will get it back. I think that is the most sucker shit I ever heard in my life. You're going to vacate a belt. Number 1, you're going to vacate a belt. You're talking about fighting Wilder, but after the fight with Ruiz, you weren't talking about that. You were talking about the 4 fights that you had that you were going to accomplish. You had a mandatory with Usyk. You had a fight with Pulev. You had a fight with, I believe, who else was his 4? It was 4 fights that he had that were coming up. I forgot the last 2 fights.
I think he had two mandatories. One was
he had 4 fights that he
WBO and the other.
But he had 4 fights that he was planning on. He had 4 fights that he was planning on taking. For the whole 2020, he had 4 fights. Now he's talking about dropping 1 belt. So now the heavyweight division is going back into turmoil when we had it already going closer back to where we wanted to unification. Man, I tell you, Anthony Joshua, I don't know who's in your ear. Maybe it's Eddie Hearns, maybe somebody else. Whoever's in your ear, bro, I'm telling you right now, that's some sucker shit.
But he'll most likely, and he could theoretically fight Pulev, but he'll probably fight Usyk next, though.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great fight.
But just the fact that he's running from Wilder, why are you talking about Wilder when you're not about to fight Wilder?
But all right. So my thing is,
and you're talking to Deontay Wilder fans right here.
100, and I'm an equal opportunist. So if Joshua say he can knock him out in 6 rounds, I really see that because that's the only way you can beat Wilder.
But he can't do it.
I feel like
he doesn't have the skills.
Unless you what?
Joshua can't.
Because he lost against Ruiz.
Joshua can't beat Deontay Wilder.
You cannot say that. Joshua is more of a tactician. That's 1. 2, I don't see it going 12 rounds, but I do feel like he got enough power to sit Wilder down. I feel like that's more. Wilder ain't never feel no power from anybody else.
Does Joshua have the chin though? That's the thing.
I don't think so. And that is
Wilder going to knock him the fuck out.
I mean, if they fought, I would get an edge to Wilder. But at the same time, Joshua has a shot to beat that man.
I think it's like 60-40. If Wilder and Joshua fought 2 months from now, I give Wilder the advantage.
I give it 55-45 Wilder.
True. What would you have 2 months from now? Say March 4th.
He ain't got no chin, and once Wilder.
But you can't say he don't have no chin.
It's not that he doesn't have a chin.
No, it's not even
for one fight.
He doesn't have a good enough chin to
fight. When he got caught, he doesn't have a chin. When he got caught by Klitschko,
he rocked the shit out of him.
It was a chin shot. Every time that he got caught, he got hit with a chin shot. He got done. Now I'm not talking about 1 fight. It's 2 fights. Ruiz knocked him down 4 times.
And even against
but that's what I'm thinking. The Ruiz fight, but Klitschko he bounced back.
But even against Povetkin, even though Joshua knocked him out 7th round, I had it 3-3 going into the 7th. Mm-hmm. Povetkin was giving him trouble. Why? If you're the best heavyweight in the world, why is a 38-year-old Alexander Povetkin give me trouble.
Then you had
come
people
on.
saying that, his fight versus Joseph Parker wasn't even that spectacular. So
It
it's
really was.
like,
I watched that joint. It really.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Joshua, I like Joshua too.
What
I
I'm
think Joshua's
saying-
a good fighter.
What I'm saying
A
is
great fighter for real.
the
But Wilder's
problem.
better.
Like, I love Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's from Alabama. He come from nothing.
USA.
He's a black man. All of that.
Hey man,
All of
he an
that.
American who
All of
represent,
that.
and no other American is at the level
All
that he
of
is.
that. I respect all of that, but at the end of the day, I guess because the fact that I'm a lower weight class fan, man, if he fights somebody that really knows what they doing, that one shot shit is not gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut it. You trying to set up one shot, and you can really box a real fighter or a real boxer that really knows what they gonna dog. They gonna dog them.
The thing is,
They gonna dog them. But you in the heavyweight division, so he might can keep that going. But I feel like AJ is the only opponent that could really take that from him.
Fury.
Honestly.
You don't think Fury? I mean, because
Yes,
the first fight, Fury gave him
Nah,
problems.
you right.
Man,
Fury, but I think he gonna knock Fury ass out. I think
Fury
he
getting
gonna knock Fury
KO.
ass out.
February 22nd.
And the
RIP.
the crazy thing is that I put money on Fury, but he had time to study against you. Against you. But I had time. I mean, Deontay Wilder had time to study. You know what I'm saying? So he gets better and better each fight. So you seen what he did against Ortiz. Fury ain't gonna be nothing different. He's gonna time it. He's gonna work it to his advantage, and he's gonna knock his ass out.
See, the thing is I want to say February 22nd, and I think we said this last show, was I feel like Wilder has seen Fury's act before. Fury, in my opinion, was on his A+ game versus Wilder. That was the best Tyson Fury I think we'll ever see.
I can give you that.
And the thing is, if he's not on his A+ game again, Wilder's gonna knock him out. All that, bruh.
But Wilder is nothing. I don't want to say that, but
Wilder's a beast.
I'm gonna say what I was gonna say. Wilder is nothing special, bro.
He is though. That right hand is amazing.
What saying, though.
Bruh, I'm just saying.
When it comes to technicality,
No disrespect. No disrespect.
When it comes to technicality, I understand what he's saying, but
I
also,
love Wilder. No disrespect.
But it took him 12 rounds to figure out Tyson Fury. Wilder has not. Last time he said something about Fury was like about, I think, 2 weeks ago.
He did. He did.
Came out and said something about him 2 weeks ago. Fury has fired his trainer. Fury has
coming off the eye injury, cut his eye. 47 stitches.
Man, that joint, I don't think that's going to play effect later, but I don't think right now. But I think that he's just been too lackadaisical in the fight. I think that
messing with the WWE and
that's one thing too.
Threatening to go to MMA.
That's the one thing I don't like that I saw was the WWE thing and the MMA stuff. You know what I mean? You're not taking this fight serious. And I think that I seriously don't. I don't think he's taking this fight serious.
And he's going to have excuses. He's going to have excuses when he loses.
I agree. But
I think that's what the whole point is for, too, to have an excuse, man. I wasn't focused.
I mean, I can give you that, but at the same time, it's just like, in my mind, it's kind of like, Deontay, because to piggyback off what John said, Deontay was saying that Wilder never felt this power. And after that, he was moving funny.
Fury. Bro.
No, I'm saying, yeah. I didn't really, when he first said that, I was like, man, this nigga tripping. You know what I'm saying? But after that, I start peeping game. Fury was moving a little funny. But
he did win the rest of the 12th though. I mean, after he got up, I feel like he won the rest of the round.
But I'm saying, if he fight a real, I feel like AJ is the closest thing to a welterweight, a middleweight, or light, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
One of the smaller weights, like skill-wise.
Somebody that can actually box. He gonna pick that man apart. That's how I feel. I love Wilder, and I wish Wilder nothing but the best. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like AJ is the best heavyweight under Wilder.
See, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, and I respect that. The thing is, is whatever Wilder lacks as far as technicality or whatever he
He
lacks.
makes it up in power.
He in athleticism, in reach,
100.
in height.
And he's a small dude for that weight class.
I mean, for a dude that's 6'7", he's only like 215.
Yeah, he's a small
You know what I'm
dude
saying?
for
He's
that
a
weight
small
class.
for a guy that's that big. Like he's actually on the skinny side. Like he's actually on the smaller side. I think he's the best right now. I think.
But that's my point. If you're fighting somebody that's gonna go to your body that can really pick you apart, AJ is the guy.
In my opinion, AJ, and I've said this before, I think AJ's trying to wait him out. Because out of him, out of Wilder, out of Joshua, out of Fury, out of the other guys, Wilder's the oldest guy in the room. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's going to be 35 this year in October. I feel like they trying to wait him out. They trying to see him on the other side of 35.
But AJ is like, what, 1 year apart?
Nah, AJ's like...
He got to be in his 30s.
He's like 31. AJ's like 31 years old. Maybe 31, 32. I know that Tyson Fury's like 3 years older than me. So he's going to be 32 this year. Tyson Fury?
Yeah.
And AJ's like...
Ain't only 32?
Yeah, AJ, he's 31 right now.
I thought Tyson Fury look old.
Hey, I think that's the same thing you said. Hey, me and Tyson Fury actually got the same birthday and shit. But Tyson Fury is like 3 years older than me. So I'm going to be 29 this year, so Tyson Fury is going to be 32 this year.
Okay.
And AJ's around the same age. He might actually be younger than Tyson Fury. I'm not sure. Like they're around the same age, but Wilder's 34 and he's going to be 35 this year. And I feel like that these fools are trying to wait Wilder out. Like they're trying to one more fight and we want to see him on the other side of 35 because typically
shit, Anthony Joshua was 30.
He's 30s. He turned 30.
Let me
so
see.
89, right? He's born 89. Yeah. October.
Yeah.
And
so he just turned 30.
So Fury's a year older than and then Wilder.
Fury was the oldest shit.
Wilder's like 2 or 3 years older than both.
Yeah,
of them.
he like 30, something like that.
Yeah. So Wilder's 34 right now. He's gonna be 35 this year in October. And anyway, I just think it's a bunch of baloney. I think Wilder's the best right now. I think motherfuckers is ducking Wilder. They really don't want to fight Wilder because the thing is, that right hand, it's just amazing. There's no, he said it best. Y'all got to be perfect for 12 rounds. Wilder has to be perfect for 2 seconds.
100%.
And
I give you that.
And he always seems to find a way. He always seems to find a way.
Like that's because the heavyweight
Big John, me and my brother was actually talking about this yesterday. But what was you saying?
Nah, go ahead. Finish the statement because I already know you're gonna finish the statement for me.
It's the heavyweight division isn't what it used to be, and I feel like a lot of times, like Bert Sugar said it in 2005 that
taking it out of my
they asked Bert Sugar in 2005 who was the best heavyweight in the world, and he said Ray Lewis, and because a lot of those guys go play football, you know what I'm saying, like. And Big Josh was saying yesterday, because I was saying that I feel like Wilder versus prime George Foreman would be a 50-50 fight. I don't know who would win. I'd actually kind of lean towards Wilder just because I feel like young George was a little weak mentally. And Josh was like, nah, he should be playing basketball. Like, that's what he said about Deontay Wilder. Man, my man always seems to find a way. He always does.
I think honestly, the heavyweight division is probably top 3 easiest divisions to conquer.
But you got to be over 200 pounds, and now in today's age, you got to be at least probably 215 plus, and at least 6'3".
The less sharper you are.
I mean, in some cases,
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that that's
because
true,
power reigns more. One punch,
just
power reigns. I love a heavyweight fight.
Just
I
think
love
about it.
a heavyweight fight.
Of course. But just think about it. If Deontay Wilder was smaller,
he wouldn't be as good.
And a welterweight,
he wouldn't be as. But the thing is,
he'll get killed.
The thing is, though,
you can't say that because you don't really know. Deontay
with that one punch.
That one punch is all it takes, though. You gotta remember that it's one punch is all it takes.
But if that's all what you're looking for, they're sharp to that point where if they're looking for all that.
But I understand that, and I agree with you completely. But with him being smaller weight, then his style of fighting would obviously change drastically. he wouldn't be looking for that one punch. Although he would be on that one punch, that right hand would be on standby. Deontay Wilder would have to actually box.
100%.
No,
and that's my point.
I
that's
hate that
my
people
point.
forget that this man is a bronze medalist.
He's won a bronze medal.
He can
Floyd
box.
Mayweather was a bronze medalist.
Nah,
He was the price of China. Tea in China.
But I'm just saying,
that
he
means
picked up
something,
boxing
though.
3 years.
But
Floyd
that means
Mayweather has been
something.
boxing his whole life.
Okay, I give you that. But
That
what I'm
means
saying is that
something.
Floyd Mayweather was robbed.
Yeah, absolutely. And some have said that in the Olympics.
And
He
Deontay
was
Wilder got
robbed.
knocked, and Deontay Wilder got
He got
knocked
knocked
out.
out.
And
Deontay
I don't
Wilder got
think
knocked
in
out?
the Olympics, but as an amateur, he did get knocked out.
Mm.
I've seen the video on YouTube.
I'm gonna have to watch
And,
that.
and he's improved so much since then. The thing is I think this is a good point. The smaller weight classes, they can't go to the NFL. They can't go to the NBA. Boxing is their league. Boxing, like when guys aspire, when guys say, I'm going to go to the league. Boxing is the smaller guys' league. Whereas
100%.
I feel like in the heavyweight division, you know what I'm saying, they're taken away from the NBA or the NFL. Like the talent that could theoretically be in boxing is in other sports. So
I ain't gonna lie to you. That was that's a very good way of looking at it because I never thought of it that way.
yeah, you know what I'm
Because
saying?
you're absolutely right. Like the smaller guys, it's less options.
Yeah, exactly. And so
That's smart.
Boxing-
That's very smart.
But man, in the heavyweights is kind of diluted because of, you know, and the thing is the other sports theoretically pay more. I mean, if you're not at the top level in boxing, you're probably gonna make more playing football or basketball than you would in boxing theoretically, and it used to be like that in the old days. So I feel like it was more competitive. But my man Wilder is a fucking beast. He's a motherfucking monster. And
I'm not going to say he's not a dog because he's definitely a dog. I got him being Fury in 6.
Me too.
At the same time, I feel like it's a myth. This is some movie shit. This is not real life. Ladies and gentlemen, don't try this at home. Don't try to get in the streets and just all we do is one. Don't do that. Actually learn the craft, and I'm not gonna say he don't because that's disrespectful.
He's improved a
I'm
whole
not
lot in
saying
10 years.
he doesn't know how to box, but what I'm saying is that only he can do that. He's gifted enough to.
You gotta
do
have that legendary
that.
power.
He's
to get
gifted.
away with
He's gifted enough to do that. That doesn't work for a lot of people.
Nah, I feel
It
you.
doesn't work.
I feel you.
He's one of the few that I've ever seen that can do some shit like that.
Man, I feel you. I feel you. 100. He probably the most power in one hand than anybody in heavyweight history.
I mean, I can't say that because
Who hit harder than him?
Mike Tyson.
No, he didn't.
yes, I
Not
agree.
in one hand. Not
But
right.
it's hard to say who hit harder when, you know what I'm saying, everybody fights different for one. And if you looking to land one shot, like Mike Tyson wasn't looking to land one shot.
Yeah,
was
he had
looking
power
to-
both
to-
hands.
To punish.
And I
He
think
was looking to punish.
And I think, even though it sounds crazy, because Mike Tyson was 5'10", 220, and Wilder 6'7", 215, I think Tyson,
so who
Tyson
got,
would be Wilder.
So, because I know on this show,
he was way more.
I know on this show, y'all like to talk hypothetically.
Yes.
So who y'all got winning that fight? Mike Tyson or
Mike
Wilder?
Tyson.
Mike Tyson would be
Punisher.
Wilder. See, me and Jordan both agree that we got to
100%.
Mike Tyson head to head. Mike Tyson is
10
probably
times out of 10.
second greatest heavyweight ever.
Head to head, Mike Tyson's the greatest heavyweight ever. I
And
tell
he
people
couldn't
that.
beat Ali.
I tell
He
everybody
couldn't
that.
beat
No
I'm about to
matter
say
what,
what?
He
Mike
couldn't-
Tyson,
he
in
couldn't
my
beat
opinion,
Ali.
is the greatest heavyweight ever.
He couldn't
I
beat
don't
it.
care.
I got Lennox Lewis third, and
Lennox Lewis is great.
but I think
Did you see the video?
I think
I
Tyson's
just seen a
from-
video like a week ago where a guy, he was a fan. He was trying to take a picture with Lennox Lewis, but he put his hand up to his jaw, and Lennox Lewis.
Hey, don't touch. Hey,
that was hilarious.
to me, Lennox Lewis had, and I kind of remove Evander Holyfield out of there because you know I think he was a cruiserweight for real, and I don't want to say he was a cheater, but
Lennox Lewis is probably one of the best tacticians.
Lennox Lewis
at
was great.
heavyweight.
Lennox Lewis was great, but
He probably is the best tactician at heavyweight.
the thing is about Lennox Lewis, as he
I'm a
aged, he
tactician
got better.
fan. I'm a tactician fan.
Lennox Lewis
Actually,
aged like fine wine. You
Kinda
feel me?
agree with
Like
Tez on that. I like people that's tacticians for real. I mean, that's the one thing that I don't like about Deontay Wilder. But I'm gonna say this: his second Ortiz, the Ortiz 2, he came out and he was trying to be technical. But Ortiz actually came out and Ortiz
was a
trying
little
to
bit.
throw them things. He was aggressive because Ortiz knew that one
I feel
punch
like Ortiz
was going
was
to end
technical.
you. Ortiz knew though. He knew that.
In the
wasn't
first
gonna end
fight, he was
He
beating
fought
Wilder's
better.
ass in
I
the
was about to
seventh
say he
round.
fought better the first fight, but he was looser. Like I get Jordan that it was a looser fight in the first fight. But I can agree. I do feel like Deontay Wilder was more of a tactician because he was smarter. He was, you know what I'm saying, blocking and playing defense.
Trying to avoid those combos from Luis Ortiz.
He was just really looking for that one shot. So that's still technically being a tactician in a sense. You know what I'm saying? But that's not boxing of what I know. You know what I mean?
No, I feel you. Question for you, Tess, since you fuck with Lennox Lewis. And I like Lennox Lewis too. I think he was a beast. Mike Tyson in his prime. Mike Tyson on his best day versus Lennox Lewis on his best day. Who do you think wins? Lennox Lewis is like 6'6". He was fighting at like 240, 245, like late in his career.
Yeah.
But around then, 230 to 240 for real. Versus 5'10", 220 Mike Tyson. Who on their best day, who do you think wins?
If I can give my honest opinion, I feel like Lennox Lewis is a great boxer, but I never felt like he was a great enough boxer to sustain somebody who was very technical, if I said the word right.
And Tyson.
I feel like Tyson was the top tactical guy.
With both hands, just in power.
I don't think Lennox Lewis could do anything with Tyson. Lennox Lewis at his best, I don't think he could do anything with Tyson at his best. I feel like
he might could win a couple rounds.
I feel like
he might get knocked.
Yeah. I just feel like Tyson was too tactical. I can't say the word right, but I feel like he was too tactical.
Too much of a tactician. Technical.
I feel like he was too tactical for him.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel you.
Lennox Lewis is a great tactician, but Tyson, because
I got him 3.
Yeah, tactical. I just feel like with Tyson,
tactician.
People like my boy always say, "Oh, Tyson was always a head hunter and this, that, and the third." People don't understand.
Yeah,
he's coming in, bobbing, weird. That's defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's defense.
And the thing is I feel like after Tyson went to jail, we kind of missed the best years of Mike Tyson because again, he was 5'10", fighting 6'6" lengths, fighting guys 6'3" plus. You feel me? Like it kind of put him at a disadvantage. He only had a 71-inch reach. Whereas, like, these other guys have a motherfucking 82-inch reach. Like,
if he didn't go to jail, that shit would have been null and void. He would have been used to that, and I think he would have rolled through the heavyweight division.
We'd have seen some great fights had Tyson not gone to jail. We'd have seen him fight Ray Mercer. We'd have seen him fight Riddick Bowe.
My argument of him being the best. My argument of him being the best heavyweight of all time would have been.
Bowe probably could have given some problems, huh?
My argument of him being the greatest heavyweight if he didn't go to jail would have been solidified because he would have been a greatest heavyweight. Because I think he would have rolled through.
Yeah, his career was cut too short.
Yeah,
he would roll through the whole heavyweight division.
Because when he got out, he was like how old? So
I can't say his career was cut too short, but as far as his prime,
he was like 29 when he got out.
His career was cut too short. Yeah.
Those were Tyson's best years, the years he went to jail. Right. So man, it's crazy.
Heavyweight division suffered when Mike Tyson was in jail too. Though.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we would have seen a bunch of great fights. I think Bowe could have given some problems, but I think Tyson would have beat Ray Mercer, and
I think he would have beat Bowe and Ray Mercer. I feel like Tyson was too good for both of them.
I love Riddick. See, the thing is,
I love Riddick Bowe too.
We actually put a little tournament together, and me and Jordan was debating this shit though, like a heavyweight tournament. And I actually had Riddick Bowe beating Mike Tyson, just because On his
Not
best,
at all.
on his
Not at
best
all.
day.
Not at all. Not at all.
Remember,
I don't
Riddick
have
Bowe
that.
was 6'5".
On his best day.
On
Mike
his
Tyson
best
was
day, and
fucking-
Mike Tyson was drunk or something.
Yeah, Mike Tyson was on coke.
Like shit.
Hey,
Like shit.
hey man, this shit crazy. Hey man, it's crazy. 30 minutes just fucking flew by. Before we get up out of here, man, what y'all think about the playoff games tomorrow? I think the Vikings play the Saints and the Eagles play the Seahawks. The Seahawks are going to Philly. You said what?
I was up to y'all. Y'all can make it a New Year's special. But it's up to y'all.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know if we can keep on going, but what y'all think
It's
about?
up to Jordan.
What y'all think about the playoff games tomorrow, man? You think the
Ravens? We were playing
the Saints and Vikings.
Saints win.
Saints Vikings. How you see it?
My heart wants the Vikings to win because I'm a Maryland native and I watched Stephon Diggs in high school. So
Nah,
I
I
want
know.
Fuck Kirk Cousins, huh?
Them Saints is too powerful.
I want Stephon Diggs to get a ring.
Too powerful.
Not this year.
They
But-
too powerful.
Not this year.
At the end
His
of the
whole
day,
career.
you see the colors I'm wearing. This look like Saint colors.
Yeah, from the camera angle.
Saints
I
too
guess
powerful,
Saints.
man. The Saints too powerful. Man.
When the Saints go marching
Go
in.
marching in.
When the Saints. Hey, I'm predicting New Orleans.
Saints gonna win. Saints
Yeah,
gonna win.
Saints gonna get that motherfucking dub. And the Seahawks are going to Philadelphia.
Oh, and I think the Seahawks gonna beat Philly. That's just my opinion.
Seahawks Philly.
Seahawks in the blowout. 49-6.
So now you
Not
know what's crazy.
49-6.
I say both. I think the Seahawks gonna beat them
Nah, it
28.
ain't gonna be that
I
bad.
think gonna beat them 28-10 for real. I don't
Yeah,
think this- I don't
yeah,
think
yeah,
the
yeah,
Eagles
It's not gonna
are
be
better to win.
48-6, but it's gonna probably be like 28-10.
And no bull to close out the show though. We
That's
just want to say one thing, because I understand that everybody wants to talk about like Eddie Hearns and Bob Erm and Warren and what's the other? I forgot the other guy's name.
Al Heyman.
Al Heyman. I know people want to talk about that. I know people want to say that it's these guys' fault that we can't get these fights. I'm starting to think it's not these guys' fault. I'm starting to think it's both them and the fighters. Because you see, Bud Crawford just came out recently and said that everybody in the 147 is running from him.
He doesn't want to fight Sean Porter though.
See, that's what I'm coming to. Then you got
Sean
Javante
Porter would give
Davis.
him problems.
He would. Sean, and I think that's a smart thing from Bud Crawford though.
You get. That's what I want to
How
fight.
you think that's smart? You
Because
saying that
he
you want
thinks-
to cross over,
But I understand that. He's saying that, but I think that for him right now, his last fight, Bud Crawford, I liked the fight, but I did not like what I saw from him. I don't like that switch hitting
so
shit.
it's smart for him
You
to back
don't
in
like.
this situation.
Wait. You don't
Listen,
like. You don't like the switch.
I'm not
That's
telling him that
why-
I don't like the switch
He's-
hitting.
he's
That's
part
why,
of the
Listen to what I'm saying,
that's
though.
why I was saying we shouldn't end it early because I
Why?
wanted to get to the lower weight.
We gonna push the hour. It's gonna be our show.
No,
we don't got to.
It's cool. It's cool. We got like 20 minutes. It's cool.
No.
We got
I
20
got
minutes.
my girlfriend in the other room. I can't push an hour. But I'm
Exactly.
saying I'll
But-
give you 50.
but
I'll give you 10
You
minutes.
talk
on
about
this.
ducking.
But I'm not saying that it's cool for him to duck. I'm not saying that. No, a matchup for him it wouldn't be a good matchup. I don't want him to run from it. I think he should fight Sean Porter. He should fight Eric. But I'm saying this right now is that I don't think I can't blame the promoters. I gotta blame the fighters. What I'm saying is, but
Can't blame the fighters.
now I'm blaming both of them because you can't come out and say that okay, everybody is running from me, but when they say what about you and Earl Spence, I'm not looking to fight Spence right now.
Spence is kind of.
And Spence
up,
okay, but that's
Yeah.
even before that.
He not
though.
ready.
All right,
He
so
not
Spence not ready, but before that, you were talking about put the money up. What are you talking about? Put the money up. The money would have been there for you to fight him.
Who said that? Terrence Crawford?
But Terrence Crawford said
I ain't know
that
that.
before Spence got hurt, they was going back and forth. He's saying put the money up. What do you mean put the money up? Your fight was already there. Let's go to scratch off Bud because I'm disappointed in that. Scratch off Bud. I want to go with Javante Davis. I posted something on Facebook the other day. Floyd Mayweather even came out and said, 2020, we ain't looking to fight Lomachenko right now.
How long have they been saying that? I think you
Oh
posted
my
that.
God!
Hey.
Since 2017, they've been saying
16.
that. Yeah, 16, they've been saying that.
They didn't want to fight Lomachenko. Hey, he posted that during the day.
And
in 16, 17,
that's
18,
certified.
19,
That's certified,
20,
bro.
they had Gervonta Davis saying that he didn't need Lomachenko right now. When the fuck are you gonna fight him?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that it's time. I understand we give a lot of flack to the promoters, and yeah, Eddie Hearns is still a sucker. Barbara Erm, I mean, I kind of like Barbara Barm is okay. Al Heyman, Frank Warren is really, because I haven't heard Frank Warren before until now. Frank Warren I
think he was Lennox Lewis promoter,
but he's actually out there trying to get fights, and I like that. He's actually promoting fights. He's trying to get fights set up. Al Heyman is in the background. But the fights are going on. But right now, we got Eddie Hearns and Barbara Erm. What the fuck is going on? The promoters are saying one thing, and the fighters saying one thing. There's nobody clicking in together. Right. I just realized I just saw, and this pissed me off, that fucking Andy Ruiz is with PBC. So is Deontay Wilder.
Yes.
But Anthony Joshua as a fighter, and Eddie Hearns as a fighter can fight Andy Ruiz that's on PBC, right. But you can't take
because it's Deontay Wilder.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, but this is my point.
They don't want to fight.
You don't. This is a point though. In 2020, we have to start questioning these guys.
I feel like the money wasn't matching up because from what I understand. Now from what I understand, Joshua was definitely an A side.
He is.
And Wilder wasn't getting the money that he was looking for, so they couldn't come to a mutual agreement, which is understandable. That happens all the time in sport of boxing.
You are exactly right. That happens all the time.
But if he wants to fight the best, they'll make it work.
I'm not gonna take a pay cut to fight somebody, and I'm not doing it.
Because you know you're going to lose.
Yeah, that's true. But look,
no. Wilder would take the... Why would John...
We going to talk about this shit.
We going to have to.
We going to have to. We talk about this shit on Wednesday.
But why... And I mean, if y'all want me to be, I'll slide through. But Wilder's not taking a pay cut for that.
Yeah, and I feel you, and we gonna have to talk about this joint on. We gonna have to talk about this shit on Wednesday, seriously, because this shit is like real.
Nah, but I'm saying
and that's why I was like, it's so much to talk about.
If Josh was the A side though, then he would, because what Wilder was demanding, theoretically, Joshua would have to take a pay cut to fight Wilder. Theoretically,
no, he would not.
Not. He would though because
Wilder wants his money.
Wilder wants
Joshua was gonna get his money. He's the A side. Whatever the A side. It's just like Floyd Mayweather with Madonna.
He's right though. That's what I'm saying.
Wilder wants a 50 split.
I understand that, but Tez is right though. Joshua should not even. He shouldn't even guess. He shouldn't even fucking. What I'm saying is, Joshua shouldn't even said, "Oh, we need to do whatever." You promote the fight. You're the one that's a household name. You're bringing the money to the table. Okay, Wilder's not a household name, but you promote.
Wilder is a household name.
Not in America.
I actually disagree.
Not in America.
I don't think
Wilder is not a household name in America.
People don't give him love in America.
My grandma doesn't know who Deontay Wilder is.
People don't give him love in America. Diehard, we might know him, but other people don't know him in America like they know him in the UK. The UK, they got rappers saying AJ's
Joshua is a household name in the UK. Wilder isn't a household name here.
No, he's not. So, with that being said, you have a powerhouse of the zone and Eddie Hearns behind you.
Facts.
You're going to sell the fight yourself.
Facts.
You were able to sell a fight in Saudi Arabia. No one was on that fight because of Andy Ruiz. They were there because of you.
Facts.
Anthony Joshua. They're not there for Deontay Wilder. They're
for you.
They
was there because he lost in this Ruiz.
And that's understandable too, but they're there because he lost to Andy Ruiz. They're there to see him get the belt back. They're not there to see Ruiz to reclaim the title. They're there to see him get the belt back. So that's what I'm saying. And you know what? We all got to pin a tail on this donkey because we are going to talk about this some more about it. And hey, bro, I'm just saying, man. We got a lot of ammo for the next show. Just understand that. I understand that.
Hey, man. This shit is crazy out here, man. The boxing world's wild. But last couple minutes of the show, though, just to get into kind of smaller weight classes, though, I was reading because initially they were saying that Frank Warren. No, I'm just saying.
Keep going.
Kind
Keep going.
just no.
This ain't never going.
No, I'm saying we got like 5 minutes left. Because he want, you know what I'm saying. We all want to get to our own different things, our own different situations. But they were saying that Frank Warren said that he wants to see Shakur Stevenson fight Josh Warrington. Josh Warrington, he's the fighter from the UK. Really good.
Frank Warren got a whole lot of shit he trying to do, and I fuck with Frank Warren.
Yeah, Frank Warren.
Has a lot of shit he trying to do, and that Josh Warrington versus Shakur Stevenson is the number one thing that I agree with.
Shakur Stevenson, man.
Shakur Stevenson gonna run through him though. I think Shakur Stevenson.
My man.
Hey,
you took the words out my mouth.
Hey, but the thing I wanted to add though was they were saying that maybe Shakur Stevenson takes a fight before he fights Warrington. They said he could theoretically fight Miguel.
Run through him too.
Moraga. Yeah, he probably would. I never even heard of him.
Don't matter. Run through him too. Shakur Stevens is the future of boxing.
Facts.
Him and Devin Haney, in my opinion, Devin Haney, Javante Lomach, Tuiafoma, F.A. Adogbe, they fought
So you got Tafimo beating Lomachenko.
F.A. Adogbe? You talking about the heavyweight?
Yes, they are the future of boxing.
And Daniel Dubois.
We'll say that in the cut.
We'll say in the cut. Yeah,
who'd you say? Who'd you just say?
Lomachenko beat. We're gonna talk about that.
I'd love to see Devin Haney and Javante Davis.
We can talk about this all day.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I think the next fight though is like down there. I think Devin Haney and Javante. We was talking about last show. I think Devin Haney and Javante Davis. I think that'd be a great fight. Let's run it.
Honestly,
and the winner gets Lomachenko or Tuiafoma.
I mean, because I would never say I'm not wrong, because I'm wrong a lot of times, but I'm a tactician guy. I feel like when you're going against somebody who's a brawler, a tactician will always control the bull. That's not always the case. But I think Devin Haney is a great boxer, but I feel like Javante is a great boxer too. I feel like he hasn't showed his true boxing skills. He has shown a little bit.
Devin Haney's 21 years old though. Javante's only like 24. So
that has not. They both young.
I mean, but the more experienced you are, does kind of play into it.
If I had to predict the fight right now, that's a tough fight to predict.
It would be. It's a 50-50 fight.
Yes, I will probably get an edge to Javante.
Jordan, Devin Haney,
I love
Javante Davis. I probably would give the edge to Javante too.
50-50. I'm giving the edge to Devin. Devin Haney's
I
a
love
decent fighter.
Devin Haney.
We'll leave it off at that right now.
Devin Haney's good. Hey man, we'll discuss more. But this was more in the following show. This was J&J Boxing. Like I said, I'm Blaze Jays. I'm with my man Jordansky. I'm with my man Tezzarino. And yeah, man, make sure to like, share, subscribe. We always got it in the show. Jordan, you got anything about WWE?
Just hit the like, hit the button at the top. Make sure you share and subscribe and everything. And do that for us. And make
like
sure
my people's show, man. It's a good show.
Make sure
yes, sir.
Keep on going up and make sure we have Tez on the show more often too. All right.
Yeah, man. He adds a little something, man. I love my man Tezzarino.
So
get on the show, man.
Doing it. Y'all just make sure y'all keep on following us and keep on doing what y'all doing, and make sure y'all support my girl Clarissa Shields on my birthday, January.
Oh yes, January 10th, Clarissa Shields. Yeah, she gonna get the
my
done.
girl because she gonna fuck that bitch.
Hey man, that was J&J Boxing 2020 shit, man. We holler at y'all next week, man. Make sure to keep y'all motherfucking guard up.
Peace and grease.
All right, y'all.